Have a great stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Adobe Live Education Edition. I am buzzing to be here. My name is Nicole O'Connor. I am part of the Adobe for Education community team. I'm coming to you live from Belfast in the north of Ireland today, and I'm so excited that my friend Shell McConville invited me along to this session on Adobe Aqua, and that I have my ACE Innovator local buddy with me. Hello, Catherine. Welcome to Adobe
Hi,
Live.
thank you. My name's Catherine, and I'm an ACE innovator here in Belfast as well, just down the road from Nicole. I think Shell chose us on purpose, did she?
I think the time zone is perfect for us. It's just turned 4 p.m. here, so we're out of schools, out of our routine, and ready actually for happy hour and to get the summer vibes going. In case
Yeah.
you thought those the thumbnail for this that we don't actually own shirts, well, I certainly do. So, Catherine and I have been seeing each other a lot recently, actually. But Catherine is super involved in our Adobe communities, and actually, I have to give you a lot of thanks, Catherine, because you have helped the Aqua team a lot recently with sharing some feedback and testing out features. So kudos
Yeah.
for all of your engagement. Appreciate you so much. Well, we are going to be focusing on this live stream all about Adobe Aqua and beating the summer brain drain. So tell me about the summer brain drain, Catherine. Have you
Yeah.
experienced it?
Have I? Yes, as a teacher, 100%. It's
Well,
hard to switch off.
that's it. So whether you're an educator, a parent, a childminder, a summer camp leader, or just even a big kid yourself, we're going to take you through a few simple ways that you can keep your children exercising their creative skills and keeping their imaginations active over
Yeah.
summer. And Catherine and I often catch ourselves saying, as you have that summer slide, it's kind of use it or lose it. I think about that with some things that I've learned over the years, like, sign language. I didn't use it and then I've lost it. So we don't want our brains to go out of learning mode. So that's why we want to keep drawing and keep engaging over the summer break, basically.
Yeah.
Tell me, Catherine, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, great.
Drawing, you're welcome. How does drawing fit into learning for you as, you're teaching primary four, so grade that's second grade for our friends in the States who are tuning in, who I see some people in the comments already. Thank you for joining. Oh, it's Andy. Hi, Andy. Um, let me know what are some of the ways that you think drawing fits the best for like certain subject areas with your grade level.
So really well, obviously loads of different ways, like your traditional way that we would have done, design a character we would have drawn in our book. We can draw on Aqua. You can add magic to it. You've got all the different types of brushes. It's just more exciting for the kids than your typical pencil and coloring pencil drawing. So things we've been doing recently, designing a character. We were doing Greek mythical creatures, which you'll see later. But the bits that we did were actually that you're going to show are not what we did in class the first time. The first time we used Aqua, we actually designed our own mythical creatures. So then they were describing it in literacy afterwards. So it's
Mhm.
just getting that hook and getting into it. With world around us topics, obviously you can do different types of drawings of things you're learning about. You can write your keywords around there, so you can make your mind maps. All of the things that you're doing anyway. It's just making it more exciting for the kids and adding that sort of extra bit of digital learning to your lessons.
I love that. And I think, yeah, for the world around us topic, so that's like your science, your history,
Yeah.
your technology, geography, like there's so much, even just like global map skills as well. I'm thinking back to some of the create-a-thon sessions that we had a couple of months ago, people
Mhm.
showing like, using drawing to like do cartography and things like that. Like there's still so many takeaways from that create-a-thon that I'm sitting with. And your session during the create-a-thon was about mood monsters and
It
about
was.
basically creating little characters, and you could do that with drawing as well.
You could, yeah. And then magic them to turn them into little AI characters, whereas my session was all about prompting with AI, but totally. And you were talking about geography there. You could even do things, you're like writing a postcard from a different country, like
Yeah.
weather maps, water cycles, all that sort of stuff. There's tons of ways you can use it.
Yeah, and there's also lots of seasonal and topical things that Aqua brings
Yeah.
us. So let's get into Aqua now. I'm actually going to
Yeah.
go from the Adobe Express for Education homepage because did you spot this last week when it came out?
I did. And I
It's
think was it Steve who shared it as well? And I think I saw it through him.
Yeah, I love that Aqua has its own tile now on the Express for Education homepage. And when you click into it, it takes you straight over to create and explore so that we can start drawing. And taking a look here, I spotted this was new for me. So we've got the ready, set, score. This is obviously perfect for the World Cup, right? World Cup happening this summer across Canada, Mexico, and the United States. And then also we've just got like the transfer season for a lot of clubs as well. Heaps of options in here, aren't there?
Yeah, I'm just looking along the top. Obviously saw coloring sheets straight away, but learn to draw, connect the dots, mazes. I know my son would be superbly into connecting the dots and doing the mazes because he's only
Yeah.
4. He'd love that. And then coloring it in afterwards.
That's it. So many great ones in here. And I'm thinking even like I love that there's girl characters as well in here. And look, Catherine, this one looks like it was perfect for you.
Yay!
You love little doggos. You love
Yeah,
seeing
fit the ball.
now I'm curious, so let's say like I'm gonna click into this one
Mhm.
as a little starter. And I'm thinking about like a recent transfer that happened where Katie McCabe from the Arsenal ladies transferred to Chelsea. So now she's a Chelsea Blue. So I'm gonna
Mm.
make it like a quick Katie McCabe here. And I love the staying inside the lines. It
I
just
was
gives it.
about to point that out. I know you got there first. So it's
But
one of my
well,
favorite things.
and I think particularly when we're on, like I'm on a laptop at the moment, I think particularly for
Yeah,
this instance when, especially for little learners who maybe haven't got the full mouse and keyboard skills just
yeah.
yet, it just really allows them to experience success as well. There's so many great opportunities in here to build a bit of digital confidence.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, my son's only 4, and we have on my laptop here, I've got a wee pen, he uses it to color in, and he wouldn't color in before because he hated it being so messy, and obviously he had no pencil control. And this is really getting him into it, and he now will sit and color in, separate like with pencil and pen. So it's maybe something that parents want to think about over the summer, a way of getting their children into like holding their pencil properly, all those sorts of things as well.
Yeah, and plus you can get styluses for cheap and
Hmm.
cheerful. Don't have to
Oh
cost a
yeah, on
bucket.
Amazon. Yeah.
Um, I know I just used to have just like a tub of them in my classroom. The
Mhm.
ones not you get what you pay for, but they fitted the bill for what I needed. I'm gonna click on next on this one and see what options I have. So I love that like straight from the Express homepage, I can go in. I didn't need to do any extra logins for Aqua. I can just download and save this piece of work that I've done if I'm happy with it. And I can also go in and have the teas for go and use the app, which I do have
Mhm.
connected as well. So we'll definitely go into there soon. But let's go back and check out one of the other islands here, Catherine. What other one have you spotted recently? And you're like, yeah, this is a good starting point, good one to go and check out.
Say K-pop. Everyone is loving K-pop at the minute.
K-pop Kitchen, and
Yeah.
this is definitely great. So I
Mhm.
whenever I saw Shell post about this on Instagram, I was like, okay, okay, we're going up a level. So K-pop Kitchen, there's some music going too. Where am I going to go? I'm going to go here. The first thing I get to do
You sound
is
a bit underwatery with your music on top.
oh, vibing. All right, let's do a little
Yeah.
super smiley face.
Oh, I love how this is my main character.
Beautiful. I win. Boom.
There we go.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
Now
go.
remember to only catch the right things out of your side. You only need strawberry and milk and a, is that candy floss maybe?
Hey. All right,
Yeah.
let's come back out of there because I need to be able to hear you again. There, boom. That one, loads of fun.
Mhm.
I took a lot of joy that I had a high score the first time I tried it, and then I realized I'm probably against 4-year-olds like your son. Uh,
He has thoroughly enjoyed playing it, but I have to admit, like I wasn't trying to beat him, Nicole.
And I was like, I'm getting too into this, big
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
One shout out to some comments coming in here. That ability to color inside the lines definitely helps build confidence. So nice. I agree.
Yeah.
Um, again, it's just like removing barriers to creativity, and
Mhm.
that fear of the blank page as well, having that support.
And
I
all
want
the
to click
different pictures as well. I love those. Like you were
in.
using the leaves for the grass and everything, like all those sorts of things that the children wouldn't get to normally use, especially that aren't in school yet.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to click into Coloring Coast now because I want to show you something that I spotted very recently. And I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
give a big kudos to the Aqua team because look what's hiding in sports. Look at this. That's hurling and
Oh,
camogie.
that's you.
Like
That's
a
you.
really like a really niche Irish sport.
Mhm.
Coloring
Yeah,
page for in Aqua. We don't even have stock content of this in Express, but there's a
class.
coloring instance of it in Aqua. I was blown away by this, going absolutely. So I love how easy it is to get. Again, the Aqua team are always listening to educators and listening to families to hear what type of stuff do you want in there, and then they can get it going. So whoever asked for hurling and camogie, appreciate you because that brought me so much joy seeing that. And then some of the other ones we've got going up here, like nature. Imagine going out for
Yeah.
like a little summer walk, and being able to, well, what did you see out and about, and being able to
Hmm.
recreate it. Same with the
Yeah.
places, anywhere you're going
Oh,
on holiday,
yeah.
or my tidy bedroom, of course, and things like that. Again, helping with even like social stories as well, helping children and even like creating their new school. Maybe it's transition time, maybe they're going to big
Yeah.
school for the first time. And lots of little ways to introduce new concepts for your learners as well and for your little kiddos at home. I want to go to another island. This is just island hopping. I learned that from Shell the last time we did an Adobe Live together. I want to hop into the Learning Lagoon.
I love
Uh,
this one.
you clock this on the other one about all the tabs up at the top.
Yeah.
And here's our number tab. Again, great
Mm.
for the early numeracy and skills that we're
Yeah.
doing with learners. Then we've also got some life
Oh,
cycle.
my motorcycle.
Perfect. You know?
Yeah, perfect.
But look at this. I think this is a stroke of genius for the Aqua team to put in some reading
Yeah.
challenges, the summer reading trackers, and again, just knowing that like kids can go in here and start off that, yep, I read today. I'm gonna, color a little part of
Mhm.
this. And then I can always come back to it the next day, and continue building their little tracker road with everything
Yes.
that they
Oh, and
achieve.
I'll jump in. I meant to say earlier, whenever you save something, it goes into your Express account as well, which is fab.
Ah,
So
even
you've got it in
better.
2 places and you can use it in your Express account. So obviously, we're going to show some of the kids' work later, but I saved those, they saved into my Express account, and then I could edit those within there. So I could put them into different things. I could use them as stickers, I can make posters with them. So you've got that link, which is amazing.
Ah, love it. So if I'm coming over into here and I'll go into a blank one and I'll
Hmm.
find it in my stuff and I'll find, what are we thinking? Images? Where does it hang out?
Mine was just in my stuff. Did you save your picture though?
Oh, maybe that was my mistake.
I don't
Maybe
think you saved your picture.
I need to hit my
There
save.
you go. Now you've downloaded it. It should be in there. I was so minded.
I know that also whenever I'm linked on my iPad, it definitely sits in
Yes.
into your stuff. So that might be the connection that we're talking about there.
Yes.
But I love that integration that exists. And I love the reading tracker. Again, we want children to keep reading over summer. Like once a teacher, always a teacher. Like that is what we're always going to advocate for is just keep the reading going, keep, enjoying books, reading for pleasure, and then have a little habit tracker to keep you
Yeah.
going and keep motivated. All right.
100%.
I think I'm done hopping islands on this one for now. I think I want to hop over to my iPad and have a little look at some of the other islands that are available here. But before I do that, I want to talk about this post that you shared recently, Catherine, about some of the ancient Greece work that
Mhm.
your kids were doing on Adobe Aqua. So I'm just going to play this for a little second. I'll maybe take the music off it so we can just talk over the top
Mhm.
of it. You can tell us what your kids were enjoying and creating here.
Yeah, so we were using well, you'll see some of them now. There you go. So we're using tracing tropics. So the children were taking photos of topic books, or they could screenshot something off the internet and upload it. And they can trace over the top, and you can see the line drawings that they were able to create and then color in, which was phenomenal. They were really proud of themselves. We used the paper pier just to do some pot drawing for ancient Greek pots, and then we added some sprinkle of magic on there to put some clay texture onto them, and they looked phenomenal. And then the fun part of the lesson, which obviously they thoroughly enjoyed, was 1, 2, 3 pass. And it's 2 minutes. You draw your head, then you pass on to the next person, they draw the body, next person, they draw the feet. So we created our own Greek mythical creatures.
Love it. And also love the variety there. We talk a lot
Mm-hmm.
about universal design for learning and having
Yeah,
different opportunities for people to engage and represent their learning in lots of different ways. And you've got so
yeah,
many different islands to show what you know about Greece, whether it was from the character perspective or from an artifact or from geographical. Like I love all the different layers that you sprinkled in there.
yeah.
And obviously so effortlessly that you're just like, oh, I just did this and this. Like
So
it's
easy.
so impressive, Catherine. It's so impressive.
So
Yes.
easy. No, it's great
Well,
though. I love the fact that they could integrate books into it. So they weren't just the kids screenshot off the internet, but then they also could use the topic books. Because a lot of the time at the minute, like when we're doing research, we just go to the internet all the time now. But getting them back into books is really important.
that, you know what, that's such a valid point as well, because we want to build, children who are holistically prepared for the future, not just a digital future, but the human future as well. And that involves engaging with lots of rich material.
Yeah.
So thank you for like that's also just such a great little overview and a sneak peek into your classroom. And I really appreciated being able to show that. So thank you so much for that.
No
Um,
problem.
putting on that video and sharing it and putting all the hashtags and tagging us. Like that's what we want you to do, friends. If you're creating amazing learning experiences in your classroom and you want to like shout about it and get your kids' work featured, or for us to tell the story of your students and amplify what they're doing, all you have to do is tag us in your posts and use the hashtags and we'll find you. And we're always looking, we're always watching for great things that are going on. Look at this wee octopus
I
just
know.
sliding across. Honestly, you just sit and watch this screen and be entertained
It's
all
the
the time.
magic sprinkling when all the doodles are moving around. The kids love it. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, what's happening?
Tell me what you're, like obviously you're wearing two hats here as a teacher, but also as a mummy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what is your perspectives going into summer break? Whenever are you thinking for your kids? Like, I want to give them enough material, home they might dip in and out of all of it or some of it, or are you then hoping on the parent side of it that you're like, don't give me too much that I feel we have to do? How are you balancing that?
That is a balance, isn't it? I think from my perspective as a teacher, I just give as many ideas as possible. So I don't send home like worksheets, this, and this. I'll just say maybe these interactive games, this app, this, that, or the other. You might want to use over summer alongside reading or whatever other things that we're giving them from the school perspective. But generally, we wouldn't give a lot of like set homework as such. I don't know what other schools are like. But things like this that you can point them in the direction of and then give them ideas for what they can do. So obviously they're not just throwing the kids into Aqua and going off you go, because they're not going to do anything that's, I don't mean not learning worthwhile, but what kids are like. You need to direct
Yeah,
them a little bit. So giving them
yeah.
ideas for things that they could be doing with it over the summer to just keep their brains ticking over, like you said, not losing their thinking skills.
Yeah. And I think some of the things that I've been very much tuned into recently, we're talking a lot about like helping children process and prepare for the real world experiences, especially, whenever like there's big transition moments coming, between one school to another, even one class to another, can be a lot for some learners. So having
Yeah.
opportunities for like even in Fashion Island, I could think of ideas where maybe this is the first time that they're going to have a PE uniform. So maybe we can just like
Mhm.
color in the new PE uniform.
Yeah.
Informal, like obviously Catherine and I are over in the UK. We have uniforms in our schools. So like being able now, not kilts like this, but being able
Yeah.
to maybe draw the new school uniform that
Yeah.
children are going to be wearing and helping them transition and get familiar with it and enjoy it, or create a new school uniform. Or maybe in a casual wear, maybe we're just planning our first day back to school outfit, if we're
Yeah.
not rocking the uniform. Um, so let's go with one of these. No, I'm gonna go into formal and let's go and pick
Just while
this
you were
one.
talking about there, I was thinking about, like you do your summer diary. You could
Yes,
do that in lots of different ways, like take a photo, trace it, that's day one, draw a picture day two of something that you did, and island hop through the islands, like do a different island every day for something that you've done for your 2 week summer diary or however long you're doing it for.
love that. Love that.
Yeah.
I noticed. Oh, okay. No, it is inside the lines. I was like, I
Hmm.
wasn't inside the lines, but I kind of was. Let me just make it bigger and quicker. This is probably where also, this is where has a benefit of having different modes and different options. Because we've got some of these fun brushes that have come
Yeah.
from Fresco. You'll also have seen them in Express before.
Yeah.
Um, is every child in your class is their favorite brush the cheesy brush as well?
Cheese brush, cheese brush. We're obsessed with cheese.
Cheesy brush always
Yeah.
gets love.
Yeah.
Like, make more
And
cheesy brushes.
please don't make more cheesy brushes. We don't.
There's enough
um,
cheese.
Shell brush at the bottom. Have you done it before? So as you earn your points, you get different brushes unlocked, which is a really
Oh,
nice like, gamified way of getting the kids into doing more on it. And the
all right.
same with the backgrounds too. Yeah,
And I
there.
love that this isn't for money, right? This isn't
Yeah.
like save up your pocket money or accidentally spend on the school credit card or mom and dad's bank of mom and dad. This is you have earned shells
Mhm.
for creating. Every time you create an aqua, you earn some shells. And then you can have a little look at, oh, well, where do I want to spend my brushes? What is this brush? A zigzag in different colors. Get it for 13 shells. Sounds like a
Yeah,
bargain. Get that. I got zigzag.
love
Well,
it.
I am buzzing. Oh, and there I've got an update that I've got 29
There you
shells remaining. So now I'm having to budget as well. Which financial literacy, that is important,
Yeah,
an important skill for little ones.
very
Uh,
important. And then the same, I love the background that you can put on them as well, like the wash backgrounds. We were doing like those tracing ones that we did. Obviously, lots of them had a background on them. That's just one that you can place on top. I think it's on, yeah, wash alongside there. And the
ooh,
kids loved that. So then it gave their drawing an extra bit of something, or they didn't need to put a background in after they put in so much effort sitting tracing and drawing and coloring. Yeah.
oh yes, I like that. It's matching
Yeah.
my shirt now as well, so we're gonna go with that. And then let me see what is hiding under our space planet here.
Sure.
We've got stickers. I mean,
Yeah.
life is too short not to enjoy stickers, I always say. So, and I think definitely for uniforms, I would if I was back in school now, I would be rocking pins on my blazer.
Oh yeah.
I definitely. I feel like I
I
needed a
would
dog.
for my
Catherine.
lanyard.
There we go.
Ah, yeah.
I was like, definitely needed a little doggo for you. You would want a little dog pin.
Yeah. Love it.
There we go. And
Yeah.
good doggo.
Class. I just love
And then
the level of detail you can put in.
oh, and yeah, absolutely. Like using your pinch skills again,
Yeah.
like learning the body language of a device. This is
Yeah.
why I'm so pro being device agnostic, being able to go with zooming in and
Yeah.
pinching a
And
tablet
you can
screen.
turn it too.
Yeah,
So when
versus
you're
like
tracing, they could turn the image as they needed to, as you're moving your hand with your stylus. Brilliant. So
again,
helpful.
the way you would do it with actual paper as well.
Yes.
Being able to have that option,
Yeah.
just it makes so much sense, so much intentionality behind the
Mhm.
choices here, um, which I love. I absolutely love it. So again, let's go into done for this one and see.
Very vibrant
Now,
uniform with your keys pockets.
thank you. The wash did give me a shortcut there. Thank you. I've got three shells. I spent 13 in
Yeah.
that. So I'm doing quick
Yeah.
maths here. I'm 10 behind.
Yeah.
So I've got to earn some more shells back. Must celebrate the extra flair, like stickers to add to your creations. Andy, you're
Mhm.
so right. That's the type of stuff that we want in here. So
Yeah.
let me click X off here and have a little look at some of the options. Now I see I've got five magics
Hmm.
today. So my magic here, if I was to hit on this, that's going to use up one of my magics. And do I want to do that right now? So, might
Mm,
bank it, hold
yeah,
it for later. And this is where we're teaching like responsible AI use.
yeah,
We're not, being wasteful and using up too many credits.
yeah,
We're saving them and we're being intentional with when we're using them.
yeah,
But do I want it to go to a museum? Absolutely, I do. Let's put it in
yeah.
a museum. Let's
I
bring it
love
over here.
them. Yeah.
Let's go. And let's swipe
Very pretty.
across. Gorgeous. And you can
Fab.
tell I'm an extrovert because I have people in my museum. So I'm happy for them to be in here. So in the settings down at the bottom, you can choose people yes or no if you do ever
Oh,
want to come
yeah.
out.
And
This,
personalize your museum too.
yes. So cozy museum. How many
Hmm.
frames we want? Do we want more in this? And I was thinking like one of the things, especially when over summer holidays when you've got like lots of weeks,
Yeah.
we laughing at the sleepy cat.
Yes, I was.
Um, whenever we've got like lots of weeks to entertain our kids over the summer break is like one of the things that I always used to do when I was a summer scheme leader was we always took the kids to the museum. And I was
Hmm.
like, what about with the Aqua Museum? You were recreating what you were inspired by in an actual physical museum,
Love it.
so taking photos and even like getting like extreme close-ups on like Takabuti's mummy in the Egyptian part of the Belfast Museum, for example. And then you've got that reference photo to kind of look at and create your own version on the paper pier or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, or use Capture Cove to take the version that you did
Mhm.
maybe in a sketch pad at the museum. There's so many ways that you could
Yeah.
create a really engaging like digital field trip, but also an actual physical field trip to complement it. Gosh, my museum got packed there.
I did. They're loving
Nice.
your artwork.
Well. So let's come back out of here actually and go, well,
Mhm.
where do we find that museum in the first place? I just clicked museum here, but where is it in the islands? Well, if I just come right back to the OK pop and scroll along to the very end,
There he
here it
is.
is, Aqua Museum.
Hmm.
And this is where you'll see I have a couple of different galleries and museums going on. So that's where you could have like maybe it's just for your summer holiday. Maybe it's just like your camping trip museum, everything that I create flexibility and you're just basically limited by your imagination for how you could use these. And then we have the share button. So I
Mm.
think and you'll back me up on this one, Catherine. Like
Yeah.
children love creating this for themselves, but they
Yeah.
also love creating to share their work with other people. Like
Totally.
that's a big mover, right? Especially for your student ambassadors, they loved sharing for other people.
Yeah. They want to be
So we
praised.
have, yeah, exactly. So we've got I can hit share there and then I've got this link. So I can copy that link, go and email it and share it out to anybody, send it out to the family, everyone who wants to see what we got up to on our
Send your
creative
summer diary to your teacher.
there's an idea. There's an idea now. Another island that I want to talk about that I hadn't seen before. Where is it? Oh, maybe it was in the other one. Um, maybe it was
Oh,
on the It was
on
on
the
the other one.
webpage.
I was looking at the water one. Yeah. But tell me, you found your kids loving these two because of
Yeah.
the interaction. So these are the game islands then. We've got one, two, three pass. Great for parents getting involved with their kids as
Mhm.
well, instead of just, passive, device time. Sharing in it with children is very important. And then Bloop and Blob. Have you done that with any of your classes yet?
I haven't, but Henry has done it at home here and he loves it. But I love that you can put your creations at the end when you're doing that magic. Next to it, there's 3D, and you can turn it into a 3D object, but then you can put it in your room. So we've had great fun with that at home. We haven't done that much in school because not that they're a wee bit old for it, but they're P4, they're not quite at that level. Whereas my son, who's 4, thinks it's phenomenal. And it gets him into that sort of augmented reality, chatting about it. There's lots of ways in to have that technical chat with kids.
Yeah, I know, I totally agree. And look at the blend and the smudges
Uh,
going on as well. Like it really
Watercolor
does.
brush.
I know. I'm very talented, you see. Um, and then I mean, I'm not leaving a lot to the imagination about what I was hoping that somebody would turn this into if I went on to the next page for someone
Yeah.
to do the outlines. But I do think it's really important for children whenever they create here that if they do want to take it somewhere else and they
Mhm.
want to go and do something different with it, like
Oh,
make a new character.
cute.
That the first child didn't say like, no, it's not meant to be that, because this is the teamwork part of it, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have to give it some teeth here so that, because I will do magic here. I'll use one of my magics for
You
this
don't
one.
want him to have a gaping mouth with no teeth. Bit weird.
No, definitely not. So this is where I keep, every time you mention magic, Catherine, and I'm sitting going, sprinkle, sprinkle,
Yes.
sprinkle,
Yeah.
like this. This is exactly why. Oh, stop.
Yeah. So cute.
It will never not entertain me. Love
I
it.
know. Oh, I love this neon one at the end.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the little heart on this that I've saved that one. So I
Mhm.
might be able to pop it into my gallery later. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna, have a little look at some of my shells here, and I'm up to 32 shells. So which one shall I unlock for us?
Oh, pop art?
I was so glad that you said that. 38. Oh, I'm shy. I'm just
Oh no.
So and that
No
means I have to do
friends? No.
more creativity.
Yeah.
Fear not. We have other islands that we can go to.
Yeah.
And 3D dunes is what you were talking about there for that
Yeah.
3D experience. So and my niece
Yes.
absolutely loved this as well. Um, Again, being able to put in your own one, bring your own
Hmm.
drawings to life. So I know a lot of people looking for ways to take the traditional art that children have done on their sketch pads and on their paper and being able to do something more with it and even just keep marking it up. But
Yeah.
let's
Oh, what
see.
about a dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
That's
Um,
my current son's obsession. So I'm now obviously obsessed with dinosaurs too and learning all sorts of things.
well, go on, tell me the name of any of these dinosaurs and we'll do that
Any of
one
the
then.
dinosaurs, there's all sorts. There's a triceratops, there's a stegosaurus, there's a spinosaurus. That's Henry's
Woof.
current favorite, the one with the spine, second up on the right. Yeah. Next one across, that's a stego. Yeah,
Look at
that's a spinosaurus.
look at you. What's
I
this
know.
one? This one looks like it's a water
That's
one.
a plesiosaur, I think, or plesiosaurus. I can't remember. Now you're putting me on the spot.
We need a VAR. We need an independent adjudicator.
Somebody,
Where's
I'm
the
sure, will come up to me in the comments and say you've pronounced it wrong. My son tells me I'm pronouncing them wrong, and he's 4.
everybody's learning. That's what we learn. Everyone's learning. So this time I'm going to use the bucket to speed up a little bit of my creations. And I don't know what this dinosaur is meant to look like, but I like that I can. There's no rules here. I can
No,
make it my own
make the
way.
fun dinosaur.
I'm my own dinosaur. Um, and I think it's going to have a little bit of a gray tummy on here as well.
Hmm.
And this, like over summer, is a great time, especially if you know what your child might be learning next year in school. If you know some of the
Yeah,
topics they might be studying, like, maybe they're going to be doing dinosaurs, or maybe they're going to do ancient Greece or Egyptians or, women in history, things like that,
yeah.
is then starting to go, how can I get their curiosity activated
Mhm.
now? And help them not necessarily have a head start for next year, but just help them feel confident that they're bringing something into school, and they're excited to keep learning. So let's make this one 3D. Hey, there we are. We're in the comments. Mr. Coach K15 saying, I'll lean on your son's expertise here. We all will.
Yeah, he's great. He's learned. I get told all sorts of things about millions of years, the different periods they lived in. How did you know that a T Rex and a Stegosaurus didn't live at the same time? That's probably not the right two dinosaurs, but I'm learning a lot.
I think that's class. Everyone needs a little hyper focus
Mhm.
passion topic to just really dive into. And again, all the learning opportunities you can do with that, you can get the books out for that, but also Aqua as well.
And it leads you into other topics. So now he's talking about volcanoes. So it brings you on that journey, and then you can start looking at other things. And again, obviously, you can bring in what you're using on Aqua with any topic, really.
Love it. And here we
Yeah.
go. So we saw that. Also took one of my magics, one of my magic credits here. And I could, if I had a tidier room right now, I would use it. But you're just going to have to trust me and you're going to have to just try it out for yourself, friends, if you have not seen the 3D dunes in your room. I did this with a bunch of teachers with around Easter time with a bunny rabbit. And
Yes,
then
you did.
I made like an Easter bunny story being like, the bunnies landed in the assembly hall. Stomp, 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 hop, hop, hop. I mean, it was probably more dinosaur than bunny, but it was great fun. It was excellent, if you will.
Love a
You know,
fun.
me, love a pun indeed. all right, what I want to take us to now is I want to come back over to tracing topics now because this was one that you talked about a lot, Catherine, as one that you
Love.
used for your kiddos for ancient Greece. So, oh, look at all these ones that are coming along. So tell me
Mhm.
about how did you get using it?
So you can use obviously any of the images that are there. You can pick them and trace over them, but we use the little plus button there and then took a photo. You've got the option when you click the plus to either have the camera function or you can use your saved images, your photos. There you go. So you can upload something that you've already got. As I said, we could have saved images off the internet to use. Oh, there's a
Mm.
dinosaur in the classroom there, Nicole.
There's a dinosaur in the classroom. Oh, don't know what I put in the
Oh,
a
right, fine.
classroom one. I was trying to scroll and see have I got something. There's another dinosaur in assembly hall.
Dinosaur in an
Uh,
assembly hall. Yeah,
yeah, I've been doing a lot of this recently.
I can
Um,
tell. Oh,
there's
here,
the
what about
bunny
your
rabbit.
wee? He's
Brill. So
huge. So yeah, and
there's
then
more.
once you're on it, oh, we're gonna go to dinosaurs again. Oh, here.
Oh, there's the actual one. Okay, so
There you
let's
go. Choose
let's
one.
pick. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go into I was talking about going and seeing like Egyptian mummies maybe at a museum. So we've got the coffin of how's your pronunciation on this?
Oh, no.
Nescon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that out loud. I'm sure our accent really pleases that as well.
Love that I'm learning something new here. So this case glows with painted gods and protective spells. Fun fact, ancient Egyptians believed art like this wasn't just decoration, it was magic that kept loved ones safe forever. Ah, learning something new already.
So what you do is you obviously go around the outside and add in all your detail. And as you're working there, you're using your zoom. That's what I was teaching the kids how to do and go round. Fab. It's so helpful being able to zoom in and the changes of your brushes and for your
Mm.
colouring in and things. And they discovered that obviously when you're colouring in, you go over your original. So you sometimes need to put their outlines back in. So it's skills that you're using with pencil and paper too. You know, it's exactly the same. And then
Mhm.
there's a little eye you can see next to done, and you can click on that and you can see how your work looks on a blank page. So how your tracing is going, like you would hold up your tracing page to the window or to the light as you're doing normally. So we
Love
did
that.
that, and then you can obviously add your detail in, and then we added our wash backgrounds just so you didn't have that white page. There's also a paper background in there that just gives it kind of just less of a plain white. It's quite nice. And
Yeah.
we saw one of ours, I think one of the boys had done Theseus and the Minotaur and he'd done the maze and added little people in the maze and added the Minotaur in the maze. So he'd zoomed right in on the picture. It was a Marcia Williams comic, ancient Greek book, which they love it. It's fab. And again, I think we'll try in the last couple of weeks of term to build up a little comic story using the tracing of our own, what we're writing in class and turn that into pictures.
I can imagine because I can sense it happening already to me right now. I'm hitting a little bit of a flow state. I can
Mhm.
imagine a really engaged, like quiet buzz in the classroom as children are really focusing on this because you can, like, I'm zooming in quite a lot here. Like, look how far I'm
Mhm.
getting it.
Yeah.
And then making my pencils, my brush thinner as I'm getting into like closer
Yeah.
little ones as well. Um,
Yeah. It's fab. It's so good. And even just the images that are there, obviously I'm linking it to the classroom, but you if your child's into animals, you're tracing different animals, it's getting that digital art techniques into sort of every day. See the different it looks class. And then you can sprinkle magic on those too at the end. You
Ooh,
can
even
sprinkle magic on anything, I think. Am I right?
all the magic.
Yeah.
We keep the magic here, keep the
Yeah.
magic going. I can feel myself really enjoying this and like wanting to keep going. It's very
You can
satisfying.
go Friday night.
I know that I'm experiencing success and that
Yeah.
there's no risk here, right? This is so low
Yeah.
stakes.
Yeah.
This is
Like you've
just
got your undo button. If you do anything wrong, rather than using your eraser and potentially getting rid of some of your work around it, just to use your undo button. Undo's your friend.
That's it. Undo's your bestie,
Yeah.
especially whenever we've got especially if you're trying to do like one full continuous line. I try to always break up my line so that I
Yeah.
know that I'm going to do undo if I need to, rather than try do it without lifting up the pencil at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, tracing topics for the win, Catherine. Thank you
Um,
for that massive tip that this was a great island to check out. So
yeah.
I
And
mean I
on your
could
subject of not lifting your pencil, when you're colouring in though, do not lift your pencil because if you keep inside that section that you're colouring, if you lift your pencil, you're outside it again. So keep it down when you're colouring in, like you would when you're normally colouring in.
top tip there as well. Okay, so let me try that one out. So if I was coloring in here, um, coloring in,
Yeah,
oh
so you're
yeah,
gonna keep it inside there.
gotcha.
Perfect.
Look at me go. Look,
And you've got all your different brushes as well along the bottom to add all your jazz to your drawing as you're going after you're finished tracing.
and
And
now we've
yeah,
got our top tip of the wash as well,
you
to
can add a
go.
skin. Maybe not for your ancient Egyptians, but
Yeah, could totally work.
yeah,
What I
perfect.
like here as well is that, if I let me take
You
my
can put them in the
one.
desert there as well.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting an Egyptian going on here. What
hmm
I love here is I don't have to have that all finished today. Basically, I can just come back to
Yeah,
tracing topics and I can see that this one basically hasn't been finished, that I can go back in there
yeah.
and I can see all the ones that I have yet to explore. Look at all these mythical creatures.
Class.
Love them.
Next cat.
Oh, it's like Aslan, Lion and the
Yeah,
Witch and the Wardrobe fun.
yeah, yeah.
Tracing topics. I thought it was going to be hard to beat 3D Dunes, but tracing topics might be a new fave for me there. I have to say, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Um, right, what I want to do now is I want to see if I can bring up on my other screen here. There we go.
hmm
World Ocean Waters.
Oh,
I see this one seems to be on the desktop on the browser
hmm
version of it. Because I was thinking like we have a fantastic aquarium in Northern Ireland, down in Portaferry, and whether you're going to aquariums or maybe you're just maybe flying over a body of water or you're going for a coastal drive sometime over the holidays or camping or fishing.
yeah.
I thought this one that came out for World Ocean Day was fantastic because not only can we just create something like super fun, but
You do your rainbow fish.
rainbow
Love
fish.
rainbow fish.
Book. Did you
Yeah.
do you know a fun fact? That was the book that I did to get into my PGC to become a teacher.
Was it? It's one of my favorite stories. I think I did it actually in like one of my uni lessons.
They
It's a great
is a
one.
great book. Um, so yes, I'm just rocking my stripes here for little rainbow fishy.
Cute.
Um, I have to now reverse them to come back the way. Come back.
Look at
Back.
you making a pattern.
Again,
I
I
would
was
have
like,
all the different colors. I wouldn't have had. I wouldn't have thought about the pattern.
once a teacher, always teacher. Oh,
Yeah.
where's my bestie? Bestie stuck in the corner.
He's down there. Yeah, you got him.
Um,
But you can see how that one still stays with inside the lines, which is great.
again, even for, me being able to experience success, I really appreciate it. Oh, it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Fish. Right. Where do you see this one now? So, oh wait, I've missed a little top there of you. Let's go in now to next. So I've got the 3D effect here on
Ooh.
the desktop one. Already see it swim,
Yes, class.
isn't it?
Yeah. What
Now,
child would love to see their work doing that?
and now we can play my favorite game, which is nighttime, daytime. Let's press nighttime. Daytime. Nighttime. Like, I love this.
Amazing. Amazing. Oh, and you can save your video.
And
Add new
maybe we're
fish.
going more tropical. Maybe we're going
Yeah.
to a pond. Or
Oh.
maybe we're having happy hour, you know?
Well, it is a quarter to five on a Friday.
But look, I can now add a fish. So
Yes.
I want another fish in there. So you're talking about like the sharing. Your kids love you love teaching those
Yeah.
sharing skills. But now you could have like a whole class aquarium
I
essentially
was
and
just
just
about to say, could I have a class aquarium?
see us, same page, friend. Right. Let's see if I
Yeah.
can we'll know my rainbow fish. We'll see if we can spot the rainbow fish then. Let's do a star-struck fish.
Class.
Um, I have to get some kids coming up with better names for than starstruck and just do a couple of wee splotches.
Mhm.
And I want to see, can I see my previous fish as well? There's
Oh,
it
let's
3D.
see.
See
He's
it.
ready.
And 5 points if you can find my fish. If you can find my rainbow fish. There it
There
is.
he is.
There they
Love
both are
it.
swimming together. Like, what a great thing is, again, if you want to teach your children about, in a passive way, just teaching them a little bit about, yes, Steve with the puns, he knows me. You could have a spoon of fish. You're right, good
Love
sir. That
it.
was sitting right there. It was sitting right there. There we go. We've got Andy's jumped in it too. Whoa, it's so fun. Instant way to see your school of students.
So
Absolutely. Like the collective nouns, they were there for us, Catherine. We're
sure.
there.
It's quarter to five on a Friday for us. Get
Yeah.
we're done for the week.
Let's save the video because I mean that's great. I'm putting that up later.
Yeah.
That's a fab one. But again, I just love the night. I love the nighttime, daytimes, and the different
Yeah.
reasons that you could say, well, why is the water different for each version of this, um
Habitats topic. Different habitats. What fish
habitats.
we have.
Like so many endless possibilities. So yeah, no, I
Yeah.
definitely I'm glad it took us back here because I definitely wanted to show the World Ocean Waters one. I think it's just great, even if you're not going over an ocean or you're near one, but it's just that's such a fun activity to do, to teach your children a little bit about fish or habitats. But also again, what a fun way to get a little bit of teamwork going on and
Yeah.
having your own class aquarium just buzzing about it. So final thoughts, Catherine here. We have been talking about like loads of different ways that you can keep maintaining this creative flow over the summer. And
Yeah.
it's just as important for us adults as well, not just for the kids. There's no one way to be creative. So have you any like final thoughts about what you would recommend to people from your parent hat or from your teacher hat for using and creative skills over the summer break?
I would say, like we said there, like tracing tropics is my ultimate favorite at the moment. Like going out on a trip, like day trip with with Henry, getting him to take photos, trace it when he's home. Photo of his or picture of his favorite thing in a book, tracing it. You can build it into anything that you're doing, not necessarily like, oh, we're going on holiday and we need to make a diary about this and the other. Like it's just going down to the park and taking a photo.
Yeah.
You can build it into everyday life. So I'd say that's a great one for parents and for teachers. And obviously the coloring one's just fun.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And especially when you've got like the World Cup coming up and you've got the transfer season, you've got those topical ones. So do always check back to see what new islands are available on either the iPad or on the browser because there are different options available for you. And if you're wondering, well, how can I keep learning more
Mhm.
about Aqua? Well, we've got some Aqua Summer Camps this summer, so you'll want this one as well, Catherine, for your
I
for your
know.
family. For your family, I see you already taking it down.
Yeah.
So it's on the 10th of July and on the 7th of August at the same time as this one right here. So your some time zones around the screen there. We're going to be having an Adobe live streams, 1 hour of fun creativity using Adobe Aqua. So join in, sign up if you want to keep in the loop. Become an ACE leader. That is where we'll make sure that you hear all of the amazing things that are available for the educator community. And then also just keep an eye on that aqua.adobe.com website because that is literally where we're going to have lots of new things coming out and being released all the time. So we want to keep an eye on that. And we want to keep an eye on socials. So make
Yeah.
sure that you're tagging us in your creations. Go and follow Catherine. You can follow me, but also follow Shell McConville, our good friend, who is always posting the latest Aqua adventures on her posts on Instagram in particular. So I'm buzzing about this. I'm so delighted that you were able to join me, Catherine. Thank you for being here. And who knows, maybe you'll be tuning in for those hour-long creativity and learning sessions then
Definitely.
in August.
We will be.
Right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for joining and for engaging in the chat. And we'll catch you soon on another Adobe Live. Peace, love, and hugs. Bye.
Bye.